As you head north on Iowa Avenue, on the side of the busy pass-through road sits a local gem. With a line out the door for a typical lunch hour rush.
And a quarter pounder.
All for a staple in the small town of Luther, Iowa.
A day in the life of Whatcha Smokin is we just go, go, go.
Whatcha Smokin BBQ first opened in 2017. What started as one building is now a compound.
Should be your second ticket.
And the person who has been there since day one,
It's been crazy.
the pitmaster,
Yeah, all the magic happens back here.
Paul Babberl.
Oh, it used to be a motorcycle shop next door. And just over the years, we only had 3-door coolers out there, and then we ended up having to need more cooler space and adding smokers and everything else.
Otherwise known as part of the magic behind the operation. Beginning work around 5 a.m. to smoke a wide variety of Texas-inspired meats every day. But in the midst of it all, this time of the year always comes with some extra meat. Especially as Whatcha Smokin prepares for its 3rd year as a new fair food finalist at the Iowa State Fair. First a Twinkie, then a smoked roll, and now ham balls.
It's Iowa, everybody loves ham balls.
But it comes with a twist. It's topped with flavors that embody fair classics. A corn dog,
Honey, mustard, ketchup, little brown sugar to get rid of some of the acidity.
cherry Coke,
Cherries, it's kind of a little like hint of barbecue-y because it's ketchup, apple cider vinegar, and Worcester, just kind of give it some bite.
and funnel cake,
Pretty much just powdered sugar.
otherwise known as the 3 Little Pigs.
Did a lot of testing. We first started with like just a traditional ham ball, and then with it being the fair, we always want to try to see what we can do to one-up it and get real creative and get all the staples in one, because you get your meal, your dessert, and your drink.
But as the rush of being named a finalist settles,
Once you kind of nail the recipe, then you have to think about, gosh, how do we feed this large scale amount of people at the Iowa State Fair?
reality hits, the countdown begins, and it's all hands on deck for the local spot.
We start dedicating double the amount of prep team members to just focus on those fair items.
With 2 years of experience under their belt, selling thousands of new fair foods, Whatcha Smokin is building on that knowledge this year.
Our prep team is incredibly hardworking, and so it takes everybody just jumping in and knowing that, gosh, we gotta get up into the tens of thousands to make this happen.
And in year 3, with around 25,000 orders prepared, they're hoping the nostalgic comfort food takes off.
Ham balls are popular items, so I'm gonna guess high, so hope for the best.
Machines are turning, bags are poured, and the sweet smell of ice cream makes for a typical summer morning at Over the Top Ice Cream Shop.
2.5 years ago, we became owners, my husband and I, of Over the Top, and it's been a lot of fun. That was the same year that we applied to be in the fair for the first time and got into the fair.
But in the final months of the summer, it's different. Double the work, double the fun, and definitely more than double the sweets, all because of the Iowa State Fair.
So a lot of thought and preparation, and it changes our daily operations for sure for the whole month leading up to the fair.
And this year, Over the Top is experiencing a first, a top 3 finalist for new fair food.
There's lots of different emotions that take place. On the day that we found out we were top 3, it was pure excitement, and then a little bit of, oh my word, what have we done? We have a lot to do now. The work really starts, and so it kind of just ebbs and flows.
It's homemade ice cream with scotcheroos from a local bakery, all blended to make the fair's sweetest food, the scotcheroo shake.
And we like to try and think for the fair specifically. It's the Iowa State Fair. It's representing who we are as a state. And I grew up going there and working there, and so trying to think of what flavors or tastes or food items really represent us well. And so scotcheroo is a perfect combination of something that works really well as a sweet treat and something that represents Iowa as well.
With the addition of another freezer and the help of many dedicated employees, buckets full of scotcheroo shakes are stored away in preparation for opening day.
Our wheels just start turning of, okay, how many do we think we need to make per day? How many do we think we'll need to make total? The weekends obviously have higher attendance at the fair, so just putting all of those things into our calculations and then breaking it down to how many tubs do we need to make, how many batches do we need to make, and how much time is that going to take.
So from the moments it's poured into the machine, frozen in the freezer, and then assembled in the blender, it's all made with care in preparation for a successful Iowa State Fair. Wrapped in red on the south side of the fairgrounds sits a truck full of love.
This is where all the magic happens.
Passion.
But it's small and mighty.
And family, with the names on the front leading the way.
They love what they do and they love who they do it for, so they're just rocking and rolling, having a good time.
Winn and Sara's Kitchen is placing final preparations on the stand and planning as much as they can.
It takes about 12 hours a day. All our families hands on deck at our Indianola location to wrap and roll about 800 to 900. So we've just been wrapping and rolling.
All to come back for another year at the Iowa State Fair.
So over here is where you'll pick up.
After coming off of a very successful first year.
Dad put in a submission a while ago. We didn't even know that he did, and they got a hold of us and asked if we wanted to come, and he literally thought it was a joke or a prank and hung up on the person. And
Winn and Sara's Kitchen!
Winn and Sara's Kitchen took home the title for Best New Food in 2024. And now it's year 2 at the fair, year 2 with a new fair food, and year 2 as a finalist to win Best New Fair Food.
We were just in shock, just as much as the year before, and still didn't believe it. Had to go pinch ourselves a few more times, but it's very real, and we're getting prepped up as possible for it.
From a bacon cheeseburger egg roll to now a bacon chicken ranch egg roll.
We use some popular items once again from our restaurants. Chicken is a very popular seller at our locations. Our egg roll is a popular seller as well, and then we decided to add bacon to, support the farmers out there that are, helping us out with all the agriculture, and we make our homemade ranch from scratch.
And after selling out the winner last year, they made sure to start earlier this year.
The first year we didn't have any clue how much to prep for and what it goes into setting up here because it was our first year. But now we have a better idea of what to expect and what to do, and we've adjusted a few things to better serve everyone quicker, faster, and be more prepared.
It's a constant operation.
We'll have a lot going at the same time.
Pre-making every single roll by hand.
I think I'm wrapping and rolling in my sleep.
But the secret behind it,
I can tell you the secret ingredient is my mom.
All comes back to the names on the front and the hard work done in the back.
All those have passed through her hands some way, somehow, whether it's prepping, wrapping, rolling, or something that has to do with egg roll. She's had her hands in it, and I think that's the special ingredient is mom's love in there.